Hi, I'm Ray, ChubbyRay Comics. I don't buy single issues. I buy trade paperbacks. I buy omnibuses. I love talking about them. And I love this time of year whenever we're talking about new omnibuses and near mint conditions pulls. And now it's time for me to give you my Marvel reprint picks. These are my picks for Marvel reprint omnibuses. Unfortunately, there are a lot of omnibuses from Marvel that are out of print. I think every X-Men, every Spider-Man, every Avengers, I think it should all be evergreen. In fact, I think all books should be evergreen. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So I thought I'd give you my top 5. And let me tell you, this was hard. There are a lot of books out of print and a lot of books that are going for way too much money on eBay. So I thought I'd narrow it down to 5 to just show you books that I really think should be reprinted. So let's start with number 5 of my Marvel Omnibus Reprints. The New Avengers by Brian Michael Bendis, Volume 1. This is such a great omnibus. It should definitely be evergreen. It's such a great omnibus. It's when Brian Michael Bendis started with Avengers Disassembled and then started the New Avengers. It changed everything for Marvel Comics. I mean, this had amazing art. Avengers Disassembled had great stories. This was Bendis resetting the whole Avengers and Marvel Comics tone. I mean, just great stuff. It started with Disassembled, then went into Breakout, which is when he created the New Avengers and put them all together. In Bendis' New Avengers, we got Spider-Man, Wolverine, Luke Cage, Spider-Woman, all joining the team. They were fantastic issues, and it was a great time that kicked off a fantastic era of Marvel that included Secret Invasion and Civil War and all those great events. This is number 5 of my Marvel reprint picks. Number 4, another Avengers book. Jonathan Hickman, Avengers Volume 1. This is Jonathan Hickman resetting all the Bendis stuff. He continued using the Illuminati stuff that Bendis created. He had the New Avengers, which is basically the Illuminati. And then he had the Avengers, which was a traditional team led by Captain America. This led to things like Infinity, but eventually it all led to Secret Wars, which was a great era for Marvel Comics. Another book that should be evergreen but isn't, my 4th pick of the Marvel Omnibus Reprints, Avengers by Jonathan Hickman, Volume 1. Number 3, Amazing Spider-Man by JMS, Volume 1. This is an awesome omnibus. J. Michael Straczynski and John Romita Jr. with some awesome stories that basically recalibrated the entire Amazing Spider-Man universe. Amazing stories that led to a whole Spider universe eventually. We saw Spider-Man fighting new villains that he'd never fought before, teaming up with old favorites. We got some awesome Spider-Man scenes in this book. I mean, look at this from issue 500 of The Amazing Spider-Man. We met Ezekiel, and we found out even more creepiness from Norman Osborn with Sins Past, which I think is a great story. A lot of people are creeped out by it, but I think it's just a great story. I won't give any spoilers, but it has to do with Norman Osborn and Gwen Stacy and Spider-Man's past. And it's kind of creepy. Amazing Spider-Man by JMS Volume 1 should never be out of print. It should be evergreen. Come on, Marvel. Give me this one. It's number 3. Number 2, Jonathan Hickman, again, this one with Fantastic Four, Volume 2. This was Jonathan Hickman starting everything on his Marvel, starting all his Marvel stuff with the Fantastic Four run. This is stuff that started that didn't even end until Secret Wars was over. This is great stuff and fantastic art in this book. Artists like Epting, Kitson, Dragotta, Carney, and Ryan Stegman. And great stories. We saw Spider-Man join the Fantastic Four. We saw the return of Johnny Storm. We saw the aging up of the Richards children. We saw their cool new outfits. We saw very interesting Galactus stuff. Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Jonathan Hickman's run is fantastic at the Fantastic Four. That's why Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman Volume 2 is number 2 on my Marvel reprint picks. And now, number 1, Daredevil by Charles Soule. It's amazing. Charles Soule's one of my favorite writers, and he takes Daredevil through things we'd never seen before. This time, Daredevil's a prosecutor, not a defense attorney. He's got a sidekick and blind spot who's actually really cool. We see the return of Elektra. We see, of course, Spider-Man guest shots. Of course, we see a team up with the Punisher. We see Matt Murdock, a poker-playing extraordinaire, and we see Daredevil teaming up with a bunch of street-level vigilantes in order to go after the mayor, Wilson Fisk. And by the way, Fisk is not the only lead character that becomes mayor in this book. This book is so good, everyone should read it. I can't believe everyone can't read it because it's sold out. Marvel should definitely do a reprint of this book. Daredevil by Charles Soule is incredible, and everyone should own it. That's why it's number 1 on my Marvel reprint picks. I could only pick 5. I could have picked 30. There are so many great Marvel books that are out of print. The book I'm looking for most right now, my holy grail, is War of Kings Aftermath. But it didn't even make my list because I was thinking of all of you. I was thinking of everybody who's out there needing books they don't have. So let's run down my list again. Number 5, New Avengers. 4, Avengers by Jonathan Hickman. 3, Amazing Spider-Man by JMS Volume 1. 2, Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four Volume 2. And number 1, Daredevil by Charles Soule. That's my picks for Marvel reprints. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're as enthusiastic about comics as I am, why don't you subscribe to this channel? I try to put out content daily. I try to do live streams several times a week. Come on over and watch one. You could become a member of the channel, and that way you'll get your videos early. Super thanks and super chats are always appreciated. And I just appreciate all the members of my ChubbyRay Comics family. You guys are awesome. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video.